Hello there, everyone. I'm back again. How's it going? So yeah, last week's video did really well. I got over 700 views. Thanks very much, everyone. Thank you for subscribing. Got up to 600 subscribers. Really appreciate it. I am going to do a special video celebrating 600 subscribers. Um, uh, that should be up next week. The reason why I haven't done it this week is because sometimes like you gain subscribers and you lose subscribers. So like I have to get like to 610 subscribers before I'll make a video celebrating it. And the next goal is at 700, I guess. That perfect would be 1,000. Like I'd love to get it to 1,000 views or subscribers. It'd be fantastic. Um so I'm going to keep with the Irish classic TV theme. Last week I made a video about 80s and 90s TV, but it was really covering a TV show called Garda Patrol. You can check that out. It's really funny. It's really good. The skit version of it by the Unbelievables got copywritten, so YouTube made me cut it out, unfortunately. Um, so going forward, I don't know what's going to get cut out. I don't know what's. Hopefully, it doesn't all get cut out. If it does get cut out, I do recommend look up the clip, watch it, like the Unbelievables clip. It's very funny. It's really good. Pat Short is still going today. He's actually doing he's doing a road show now with his daughter. Like they're doing skits on Instagram and that now. It's really funny. But yeah, this week I want to talk about like classic game shows. 13 most iconic Irish TV moments, like from game shows and stuff like that. So the Daily Edge YouTube channel put this out. And then we're going to look at some like RTE News fails and stuff like that. So we're going to have some fun this week. We're going to have some fun. So that's the wee introduction. Thank you very much. This isn't pre-watched. I don't know what's going to happen. I just saw one game show, I think. I'll explain what the shows are as they go on. I explain where I can. If I don't know what it is, I don't know what it is. Let's see what happens. And play.
I'll tell you what game you're going to be playing.
This is Winning Streak.
Do you remember that?
So Winning Streak is a classic Irish game show where you go out to the shop and you buy a scratch card. I think it's €3 scratch card. And if you get 3 stars on the scratch card, you put your name and address on the back of it and you send it into RTE. And then every week, they would pick out a group of I think it's like 5 or 6 people to come on and play the game. That's it. And there's no real questions. Like this section of the show is just pick a box. And in the box could be anything from 1,000 to maybe 10,000, 20,000, or a holiday worth about 5,000, or even a brand new car worth about 20,000. In the old days, you got to pick between. You had to tell them beforehand, whether or not you wanted the cash or the holiday. But then later on, it just became the cash, and the show was just like sponsored by different airlines and stuff like that, like Aer Lingus and stuff. But towards the end, because my aunt actually was one of the lucky enough ones to get on the show. That was told her, it's like you don't win the car or the holiday anymore. You just win the cash amount that it's worth. Like the holiday could be worth about €5,000. The car could be worth about 20,000. That's how much you win. That's it. She did very well. I think she won like 22,000, but she did really well. But it's very simple. Like there's no questions or anything. And when when people from other countries see this game show, they're like unreal. Like they just give away so much money for like nothing.
You probably know
So,
Cash cubes, the old one. Do you remember that?
they're clapping for themselves apparently for some reason. So, this was a guy who owned a horse, who won a horse race, and he says some inappropriate stuff. So I'm just going to skip that one. Yeah, I'm just going to skip that one. So this is RTE, the world's longest running. Oh, sorry, this is Late Late Show on RTE, the world's longest running talk show. So this is Pat Kenny, who was, you know, the host of it for about 10 years. I think like in the noughties, I think. Yeah. So
How do you bring to the toy show next week? Barbara, who are you going to bring?
So he's giving away tickets to the toy show. And the toy show is this one show that happens once a year where like kids come on, review toys, and then sometimes they get to keep the toys, sometimes the audience gets to keep the toys. Like it's really great. So Pat Kenny's giving away 2 tickets to the toy show, and this is what happens.
To the toy show next week.
Oh, I'm not particularly interested.
Hang on a second, Barbara. Wait a second. Hang on.
Wait a second, hang on.
There's the tickets to the toy show, right?
You can wrestle them.
Okay, so they're gone. So you don't want to come to the toy show?
No.
So you heard somebody in the audience say, "Don't do that, put the phone down." As in, the audience were mad with Pat Kenny. They were like, "Give it to somebody in the audience. What are you doing?" So there was great backlash after he did this. Like, you know, it is funny like that he did this. She just rang up because she just wanted the prize. She didn't want the toy show tickets.
Thank you.
All right,
thank
so you
you.
want the 10 grand?
She wants the 10 grand. Please, yeah.
Well, Daria, I think I'll give up this job.
So they were live on air and he didn't realise. Look, now he's realising it. What?
Higher, is it higher?
So he was an RTE News host and he didn't realise they were on air. It was a bit of an Anchorman moment there, but anyway. So this is back. Oh, I don't know what that.
The big race. Tedville currently a 5-1 chance of the public comfort, Brian. It could finish up 5-2. We saw a massive gamble yesterday in the big race.
Seconds. 9,
7,
6,
5.
5, 4.
When they
Just
do
press the
stars
button.
without makeup, and I think, are we now supposed to have makeup on every moment of our lives? You know?
For individual teachers.
So that guy was on. This was a famous clip as well. This guy was on this is the Late Late Show again. One from Desperate Housewives was being interviewed, and that guy just knows himself on the camera and just did that. That was it. Hang on, maybe if there, now you can read it.
Makeup on every moment of our lives. You know?
Implications for individual teachers, and also the implications for major disruption for students and schools from this September. The department said it regretted that the union had not yet accepted an invitation to come.
He's just standing in the middle of the road eating a 99. That's an ice cream. It's an ice cream with a chocolate bar in it.
And discuss their issues. And now,
Did you give me my passport whenever we...
Nadine phones home looking for...
So, for those of you who don't know, this is Nadine from... you would know her now from Girls Aloud. But before Girls Aloud, she was on an Irish talent show. And she basically lied about her age. She said she was 16 and she was really 15. So, yeah. So, towards the end of the talent show, they kind of copped on. And they were like, do you have your passport? And then she pretended like she lost her passport.
her mislaid passport.
Because Amanda, yesterday I was getting an interview done and I gave the wrong date of birth. I gave a a wrong date of birth anyway. So I'm just looking for my passport. I don't know, I was sitting and I says 15th of the 6th. I thought it says 87, but she says it says 85. 15th of the 6th, 85, which would have made me younger. Like, so I was just sitting there and I was giving, and then it says then later on, God, I think I gave the wrong date of birth.
Just remind me, will you? What's
She should have said 85 and she said 87. So I think she's the same age as me, but anyway. Yeah, so that's how she messed up. But then a year later she went on a British talent show, reality TV show, like kind of like the X Factor, or it was the BBC version. And they formed Girls Aloud, and she was in Girls Aloud and I'm a Celebrity and all that. But like, yeah. But you should watch the whole clip of that. It's really funny.
full sound?
So this is RTE News again, and again not realising she's live on the air.
It's still dangerous for Dublin pedestrians.
Oof.
But the city council...
That clip went viral around the world. This was a few years ago, and the snow was bad in Ireland, and that clip of that guy slipping and falling, it was just a guy, the cameraman was just getting B-roll footage and just caught that and put it on TV, and yeah, rest is history. Okay, so this is going to get copyright. I know it is. So this woman, Linda Martin, yeah. She did a copy of the song, a version of the song, and it was very bad. She won Eurovision back in the day. So that's why she's still kind of relevant. She's still kind of big in Ireland. With a certain age group. But she went on the Late Late Show and did this, and yeah, it didn't go down very well. It was the Saturday Night Show. Yeah, it wasn't very good. It didn't go down very well at all. You can look it up for yourself. I can't play it obviously because of the copyright issues. But yeah, it was pretty awful. Okay, so we're going to go with funniest Irish TV moments of all time. Hoping this isn't the same. This is from another YouTube channel, private YouTube channel. Just a guy. So we'll just watch it and see what happens. Oh yeah, it's the same one again. He didn't realize. Yeah, he just he's having an Anchorman moment. What? I did it with off.
Every bit of land we have is covered. We haven't a ditch now to walk, and all the cattle had to be taken off. Honest to God, overnight, we had all our green grass and all our cattle on it. And now there's not one. We can't have one bear stand. God, all the cattle had to be taken off.
Okay, and then they obviously remixed it. For a laugh, I guess. I don't know why. I can't play it, copyright. So we'll move on.
Water supplies are now at critically low levels.
Yeah, it's the same again.
It's still dangerous for Dublin pedestrians.
Oh, he properly... Oh, it's in slow-mo. Oh, he properly whacked his head off the ground. He was all right. He got up and he says he was fine. But, yeah.
Pedestrians.
So this is RTE weather reporter out during a storm. Can't remember the storm, but it was a few years ago when it was pretty bad. And she was doing her usual thing, like all the news reporters do, and when they shouldn't be out there at all doing it, but they are. And so people just remixed it because it was really funny. It went very viral, this clip. I'm keeping it very low. Just I did see one video where like a stop sign comes over and just hits her in the face. Like it's just so stupid. And that's that guy again saying inappropriate things. So
No explosive content was found.
Oh. Sorry. Sorry about that. It was hiding an ad.
Was found.
Welcome the overtones.
So this was like a different. It wasn't Late Late.
Anyway, stop.
You
The
should
old
have
flat
shaved
screens.
before you did that, Brendan.
So this is Brendan on the Late Late Show.
How are you?
You're a censor. How dare you?
What?
Gayborn and you are you're unstoppable arseholes. You arsehole.
Thank you very much.
This guy just came up from the audience and just started giving it to Pat Kenny. Like you were just like, you're insufferable. You know what? Like, okay, so you went all the way to do that? Like, I mean...
Shit.
Thank you very much.
Is it a big day for all of you guys in here?
It's a big
Oh,
day.
is this
We've been
again?
looking at this for quite a number of years, so it's great that it's happened, and we're now hit the
10 seconds. 9.
7, 6.
I think this was... I could be wrong, but was this the launch of RTE Junior? Like, RTE's kids channel? I don't know.
6. 5. 4.
She was telling him not to count. Only I may count.
3, 2, 1. Switch.
Switch. Oh no, this was the switch from I think it was normal to digital, I think.
And there we have it.
The analog
The
is
analog.
over.
Yeah, it was the switch from analog to digital. And so it was like the analog TV's dead now, so you have to get digital TVs now. So that's it. And for a while, both was going. It was to give people time, you know, to buy a digital TV. Some people didn't want to. It was just crazy. But yeah, eventually, yeah. The reporter just walked into the lamppost.
The analog is over.
I don't think he was a reporter. I think he was just somebody giving it. I think this guy's a politician, and he was just giving it to him. So, I can't remember what this show was called, but basically it talks about politics, Irish politics, and sometimes they have politicians on, sometimes they just have like news reporters on, and they just talk about politics.
Land League was set up around 1871 to deal with tenants who were being ripped off by landlords. They had no fixture of tenancy. Yeah. No, they were
Vincent, you
people living.
Weren't in Bunclody last week. You wouldn't have come to Bunclody.
Jerry,
you wouldn't come to
would you
Mitchelstown.
please stop
so you
talking?
were out in
Jerry, would you just
shut
up for a
So
moment?
come to the next eviction.
Would you please
come to the next eviction,
would you just please just shut up? Just shut up.
Vincent, be more polite, please.
Okay, well, actually, would you leave? Would you just leave?
I didn't ask you to leave this morning.
Would you
just leave? Just leave there, Jerry.
If you're not going to stop talking.
Well, if you don't
the Irish Land League was established in about 1871.
That's right.
To deal with people living. The course. Would you just please shut up? To deal with
stop
and
talking.
Small tenant
would you please just
no,
stop? Vincent, I'm not.
Would
Vincent,
you please stop? You're just
a
a fraud.
You need to put it in perspective.
Most people think you're just there to get publicity for yourself.
No, Vincent, I said you came out this morning for publicity.
And I'm sorry.
You won't go down to some farmer in Mitchelstown. You won't go to. You haven't gone to evictions anywhere else.
The other two are just sitting there being awkward, like, "Yep, this is happening. Yep, just yep." I'm not going to get in the middle of this. Yep.
You haven't. This is the first time you've gone to a house, Vincent. You haven't been at any
We're going to take a
evictions.
break, and after the break, we'll get rid of him, and we'll.
It was his show. It was named after him, Vincent something show. I can't remember.
Get to the
Doesn't
break.
matter.
So John is that.
Sinn Féin's Arthur Morgan.
You may not stand while the chair is standing.
So this is Irish Parliament. Irish Parliament TV, Oireachtas TV it's called, has its own channel on Sky and on RTE, and like, you know, it's a free channel you can watch like every day. It's a bit like C-SPAN, I guess, in America. BBC have BBC Parliament as well, which just shows BBC Parliament 24 or through the day. It's not 24/7, obviously. But oh yeah, maybe. But Oireachtas TV isn't 24/7. They just show it live, and I think that's it.
Deputy
Morgan. You may not do it. I'm asking you, please, to sit down. If you do not sit down, I will have to ask you to leave the House for the rest of the day.
And then this extraordinary confrontation with Fine Gael's Michael Ring.
Sir, you withdraw that. You will withdraw that. You will withdraw that statement, Deputy Ring. You will withdraw that statement. You will withdraw that statement. You will withdraw that statement. I won't withdraw it.
Instead of banging a hammer, he dings a bell.
You will withdraw. I won't withdraw. But then if you will not withdraw that statement, Deputy Ring, you will leave the House. You will leave the House and you will withdraw that statement.
I think he called him a name.
And this is the River
I won't withdraw it.
Dance Massage from Laura Brady.
The River Dance Massage.
And Holistic Centre. And this is how it goes. It's something like this. It's a bit vicious, it's a bit fierce, but here we go.
Yeah. Oh jeez, they're going to show his bum. I better skip it on, hang on. Yeah, that was a close one. They only showed his bum. But yeah, it was funny, yeah. So this little boy was waiting at the airport for somebody just before Christmas, I think. Maybe it's Christmas Day? I can't remember.
When his uncle did arrive.
I respect
He waited all that time and then that happened.
your sincerity at asking.
This is Irish Parliament again. And this TD, we call him, Member of Parliament, he just goes nuts. So there is swearing. He does swear, so...
You respect mine. Well, all due respect in the most unparliamentary language. Fuck you, Deputy Stagg. Fuck you. I apologise now for my use of unparliamentary language.
And real gangsta ass.
That clip also went viral. You can see why. So I remember this next clip. He's a guy, I can't remember what it is, but he's just pretending to type and he's not really typing, so that's why it's funny.
Force tough decisions.
No. He's pretending to type and he isn't really typing. Well, so this was during another snowstorm and they stopped this teenager who was going to school to do an interview with him about how he feels about everything about the snowstorm.
The mother says we had to go anyway. We hadn't much a choice in the matter, but sure. It's a cold journey.
So basically, a lot of kids were giving out that the schools weren't closed because of the storm. So he was like, "Oh, well, we have to go. We have to go."
To school this morning. Oh, God, you wouldn't be long getting frostbite. The mother says we had to go.
And then, of course, they remixed it. You wouldn't be long getting frostbite. Frostbite. That's what he says, frostbite. Anyway, I think he's a stand-up comedian now. After he finished school, he did the Late Late Show and all that, and then he eventually, he had his 15 minutes of fame. But I think he does stand-up. I think he does stand-up now. I can't remember. I don't know what this is. I think it's something on the cover anyway. We'll see what it is.
Yeah, whatever.
No, it'll be funny.
Okay, so then they just remix him doing this. So I just want to show you this clip again of the woman doing the weather report in the storm. This is without the music and all that. It's very funny.
Take unnecessary journeys, don't take risks on treacherous roads, and don't swim in the sea. Incredibly, people have been spotted in the water here in Blackrock and Salthill both today and yesterday.
Oh God, it's desperate. God, the mountains is brave.
So that's the best, that I told you about before, about the stop sign hitting her in the face. That didn't really happen, but yeah, it was funny.
Oh God, it's wild time of the snow, all right.
It doesn't put you off from going to school.
Well, the mother says we had to go anyway. We hadn't much a choice in the matter, but sure.
It's a cold journey to school this morning.
Oh God, you wouldn't be long getting frostbite. And these new shocks that I got as well. You see, I had to turn the hill just up to my. What do I say? I had to turn the hill up to my foot there, just so the sock would go longer. The mother got these trainer shock things there. Oh God, you wouldn't be long getting the ankles frostbite off you.
And you don't mind walking to school in the snow? Are you used to it up this part of the world?
Walking to Derry.
Well, are you used to the snow up this part of the world?
There'll be a good wee bit of snow, you know. There's a wild bit of snow there when it Christmases ago there. Oh, no.
What do you make of it today?
Oh, well, it's not just as bad as it was back then, but sure, no, it'll be alright. But it's not a great day though, right enough.
He does look a bit like Pat Short. It's unreal. And like, you know, he's 16 going on 60, you know.
A day for the house now, right enough.
Big man, really.
But there's
You should watch the whole clip, it's very funny. Right, so this Irish guy, I think he's talking about the St. Patrick's Day parade. Let's see what happens.
The parade tomorrow? I wouldn't be, you know what, I'll stay in the back garden with my dog. I think it's the greatest load of pants and wants. All the Americans are over here. Yeah. Oh my God, I love this, I love Ireland. They doing my I'm telling you, I hate it.
I want to find out where he lives and we'll all go to his back garden. I'd say it'd be much better crack than Paddy's
You see
Day.
that
Yeah, it is. Like, St. Patrick's Day here in Ireland is very big, and we have parades all over the country. The Dublin parade is the biggest parade, and yeah, there's a lot of Americans that come over to watch it, and so like, yeah. Right, so back to RTE.
How Mr Bernard Kilkenny, an off-duty Garda from County Mayo, was in Dublin for the All-Ireland final when the alleged incident occurred. Whilst chatting with friends on Talbot Street, he was suddenly struck on the buttocks. Upon turning around, he saw the accused, Robert Montague of Bram Stoker Crescent, whom he said had adopted a martial arts pose. Mr Montague was heard to say, "What are you bleeding looking at?" But before an answer could be given, the accused kicked the plaintiff in the chin, knocking him backwards into a shopping trolley. Mr Montague then pushed the trolley in the direction of Amiens Street. Upon reaching Connolly Station, he removed the cowboy hat the plaintiff was wearing and urinated in it before placing it back on his head. The plaintiff said of the experience, "It frightened the shite out of me altogether, Lord Jesus." For his part, Mr Montague told the court, "Them culties is always here, all over the place, like cattle they are. Smell a shite off them." The case continues. Ursula McCarthy, Dublin District Court.
I don't know why nobody ever reenacted that. Like, I feel like they should have. So, this is the weather report again.
Wet day for tomorrow Monday. After that, rainfall is actually well below normal for the time of year, with much drier than usual conditions across much of the Midlands. North and west through the week ahead. Just 1/3 of the average rainfall here, and though we'll be slightly wetter elsewhere, still below normal rainfall totals. Now still temperature...
Oh, she doesn't know she's live. Oh, she doesn't know she's live.
Here, test it.
She doesn't know she's live. She thinks she's pre-recording it. No, you love your live. Another Anchorman moment. Another Anchorman moment.
Hello again. What a wet day for tomorrow Monday.
She didn't know she was live. She thinks she's pre-recording it. She's redoing it. Oh, what a nightmare.
Rainfall totals through the week ahead.
The comments made by both.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Why are you stopping? So this is a very famous RTE News reporter. I think she has her own show now, but back in the day she used to do America. And she went to the White House one time when Donald Trump was in office, and Trump hit on her. You know, in the Oval Office with loads of reporters, and told her how beautiful she was. Okay, so I don't know what this is.
Both presidents to the General Assembly would suggest that possibly neither's heart is really in it. Although they did attend a leaders' lunch here together and clinked glasses at a toast at the end of the Secretary General's speech, they both threw punches aimed very squarely at each other during their speeches. Sorry, we have a bit of an issue.
So I think that's the end of it. So that was an accident that happened. Very funny. Yeah. Okay, this video's running a bit long. It's a half an hour long now. We'll just end with a couple more clips and then we'll wrap up. So again, this will be RTE News fails, I guess. RTE show fails, I guess.
Cities that her party have put forward concrete proposals which would allow them to be able to take, the possibility of being able to live here. Unfortunately,
yeah. So there's obviously protesters. This is the Irish Parliament building, and there's obviously protesters outside doing their thing.
That wasn't possible. Taoiseach Micheál Martin dismissed that. He said that Sinn Féin was guilty of hypocrisy on a grand scale. I think what we'll do is just send it back to you at the moment, Sally.
Absolutely, Paul. There's a lot of people protesting, obviously, outside the Dáil, and hopefully we'll get back to you later, but we'll move on for now.
Well, for more on this,
Ireland enters its second.
Boeing 737 plunged into a steep dive about 4.
Okay, one more.
That's so inappropriate. He made the noise.
Anthony Staines, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Sarah.
I can hear the producer swearing. Oh no. So he doesn't have any sound, obviously. And the producer says, what the F? Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good.
Okay, Anthony, I think we're going to stay with you for a little bit. Well, actually, he's gone. So
he's gone.
Paul,
he's
what
gone.
Do you think?
He's dead.
We were listening to the teacher.
They're due to arrive in homes today. Approximately 1 million emails were issued between yesterday and tomorrow.
She farted.
And altogether...
To watch.
George, pick up on that fresh detail that Paul has just provided us on the vaccine rollout plan. And also, talk to us about tonight's figures, because you were saying we'd have to go...
And in the short to medium term, I see this problem probably getting better before it gets worse. Or sorry, getting worse before it has a chance to get better. Excuse me, Sharon.
The union says the current rate of plan...
I don't know if the RTE News music will get copyright.
Places to use. I'm sorry, we'll just move on from that. With the Taoiseach has said that the government is looking at a continuation of...
I guess one consequence of it as well means there'll be fewer leaks and less speculation about what restrictions the government may lift when it comes to Easter Monday. Eileen.
All right,
did it just freeze?
Thank you.
He froze. He froze.
July 19th. And on top of that, there are costs associated with reopening. Many businesses are going to find it difficult to find staffing as well. So
I don't pay my TV license.
It's really important.
Negotiation. Well, there is a real negotiation underway with the European Union. They're going to come out with some proposals in a fortnight's time. And why activate?
Conor, what can you tell us about what happened?
By the way, please, don't do that. Don't do it, because these guys, they've a lot of stress as it is. Got reporters out in the beat, out doing on the field. Please stop. Please don't swear. Don't let me make a funny face, but please don't swear. They get punished for that kind of thing.
Transmissible. So if people are delaying going for symptoms, then during that period they're likely to spread the disease more.
So that comes on the foot of criticism from opposition, who've been out today saying that this has been kicked down the can for far too long. We've been
kicked down the can. What? Kick down the road. You're kicking the can down the road, Mrs.
Let's get more on all this. Our London correspondent Sean Wheeling is standing by in London. Sean, could I just ask you, how much trouble is Boris Johnson in over this entire controversy?
A lot.
The UK Brexit Minister David Frost is meeting the European...
A lot. He got sacked.
Commission Vice President Marko Sefcovic in Brussels today. The
Russian names are hard.
Come amid growing...
Actual hotels themselves, it doesn't look as if they're going to be ready for a month.
All right, Paul Cunningham. And Paul, the Cabinet Subcommittee meeting...
she thought she was going to break away. No, actually, I have to ask you a question.
This afternoon, what can we expect from that?
Well, I think
my locals and regulars are absolutely only for them, and it might sound cliche, support local, but it is everything. Your daughter, your cousin, whoever could be working there. So
see what I mean? Just there's no need for it. Don't be beeping. There's no need for it.
It's just unfortunate,
All right, Chris Maguire, we have to leave it there, but thanks very much for talking to us on 6-1. Well, the organisers...
Like, this guy's trying to save his business and some idiot is beeping his horn at them.
...of electric picnics say this year's
too grave and that animal had to be put to
TV3 News doesn't exist anymore. It's Virgin News now. Virgin
sleep, and this may cause some distress to some viewers, but that animal is lying behind me here, dead, and its body has not yet been removed. Now,
so, like, I didn't even notice it there. I can't show that. Obviously, I didn't even know. I'm gonna have to skip on from this, but yeah. Yeah, and then the teenager was making fun of the dead animal, which is very inappropriate. We'll just end with this.
Extended to other services, it's constantly reviewing customer feedback. But for now, passengers on affected services will have to wait just a little longer to have their first drink of the weekend. Nicole Gurnan.
Because he was supposed to put it into this one, and he put it into the wrong one, so I didn't know.
Virgin Media News.
Well, he put it into the wrong one.
Investigating a double shooting in Dublin yesterday, suspected could be linked to a dispute between dissident Republicans and a Dublin criminal. A man and a woman who were shot and injured. They remain serious in hospital. 4 men were arrested.
There will also be the reintroduction of some social distancing measures for the hospitality sector. For example, a maximum of 6 people per table in pubs and restaurants, and in terms of anything else, there won't be any curfew. That's one thing we...
Okay. Okay, so I think that's long enough, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Check out my channel. Check out my videos. Check out last week's video, which I'll put over there. I'll put it over there. I'll put up a list of, funny stuff up on top of my head. There's a link to my channel and that. Thank you once again for 600 subscribers. Thank you once again for all the views. And yeah, I do I review football cards every week. That comes out every Tuesday. And I do news reviews. And I try to do a different town every week. And I basically say what's been going on in the news, and I put that one out yesterday. I think it goes out like every Thursday, Friday. So yeah, so that's it, and I'm going to get back into this. I think I'm going to get back into this. This is a lot of fun, and so yeah, like and subscribe, check out everything, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.